Hey YouTube, it's your boy Rook here on another Rook toy hunting journey, and today's hunt I'm going to go back to a place I've hunted at previous on other hunts, which is Tate's Comic and Gaming Exchange in beautiful South Florida, Lauderhill. I've actually shot a video here several times before. I figured I'd come back and do a new toy hunt for you guys, especially for my new subscribers who hasn't seen those videos yet. I figured it would be a cool idea to show you, kind of showcase the actual store off to you guys, and maybe get something really cool. Now, if you're looking for anything in South Florida for comics, gaming, toys, collectibles, statues, Tate's the place you definitely want to go to pick up your gaming and geeky needs. Stay tuned, guys. We're going to pick up some really cool stuff today. And for all my Dragon Ball Z fans out there, they have a huge amount of collectibles here and model kits you can pick up. I apologize about the glare. They have a nice Trunks ones up here. Going over to their case, they have a really sweet set of collectibles inside this case here. So I'm kind of just panning down so you guys can see what it looks like. The SH Figure Art stuff, they have a lot of those as well, a lot of blind box stuff here. They have this really awesome Gohan here for the SH Figure Art one. For you, again, your DBZ fans out there, it looks really sweet. They have a huge wall of them here. I saw this guy recently, which is the Time Patroller guy. I think he's from the newer set of Dragon Ball cartoons. I haven't really seen this guy yet, so maybe you guys can tell me who he is in the comments section. He looks like a Trunks character, but a little different. Speaking of Trunks, we have Super Saiyan Trunks right there, and of course we have to have Goku. And at the top here we have some more Goku model kits. You have, I think it's Tian, and you got Yamcha, Krillin. That's right, I know a little bit of my Dragon Ball characters, I just haven't watched it in a long time. And of course we have Majin Buu here. So really cool DBZ stuff if you guys are into it. And I'm going to hook around to look for more cool stuff here. And for all you Space Battleship Yamato fans or Star Blazers in the US, they have a nice Space Battleship Yamato here. Looks really nice here. Kind of other stuff and collectibles here in this case. Some other projects and other things I'm not really quite sure of. I think this is One Punch Man here, I believe, but I'm not entirely sure. And they have a huge selection of manga. As you see me just kind of panning through one kind of wall, kind of zoom back out a little bit so you can see just a silly amount of manga stuff. I did see this Star Blazers $21.99 model kit, which looks really good from Bandai. Pretty high price point, $60 here. I saw it sitting on by itself, but I'm like, again, big, huge Star Blazers fan, or Space Battleship Yamato is what it's known as in Japan. Really cool model kit. And of course, for all you Attack on Titans fans, they have tons of manga here, tons of comics, serials, and some collectibles as well, some figures. I'm assuming this may be from NECA, possibly, or an imported company. McFarlane Toys did this one actually, so really cool stuff here. $20 on this guy. If I can put it back on the peg, that would help. But really cool looking piece, really nice. McFarlane does put out nice toys, and of course they have blind box figures as well. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to pick up for the Rook 180, which is going to be late this month because of my surgery, which I'll talk about in an upcoming video this week. Okay guys, so we're in their section now for some of their Star Wars collectibles, some more of their high-end stuff. These are all 12-inch tall series figures from the Star Wars Collector series. I have the Luke one here I'm taking a look at. This was normally $30. This was a Toys R Us, I guess maybe, it might have been an exclusive Toys R Us. But let me open it up here, kind of move it around so you can see. This is what it looks like. It's kind of like a, I want to say like a version of a Barbie doll, like a Ken doll, but just a bigger scale. And it has kind of the write-up of him over here. These are what all these figures have. I'll grab, let's say, Admiral Akbar here. Kind of flip it open so you can see. Same type of deal. And each have one of these write-ups. Each one of these figures, you see me here, I'll kind of pull back in the shot so you can see. Each one of those figures have that sort of same type of bit where you have a flap and information about the figure. I'll grab out this Luke right here, which is a Star Wars Collector Series piece. And I will kind of zoom in a little quick, pull back out. Very similar to the other one that we just saw. Him and his blaster rifle. This is him basically on Tatooine when we first see Luke, most likely. So really cool figure, really big. Again, 12 inches in size. About that one's $35 for that one here. They even have droids and Ewoks. So I'll pull out the droid here. This is the R5 unit here, R5D4. Fully posable. Price here is $45. So he's a little more expensive than the other guys. So if we come back over to their case now, actually before we go to the case, look at the top guy here. This is like a Ralph McCork Stormtrooper here, old design. Looks really, really nice here. So if we come back to their case, really old school stuff here. They even have some Indiana Jones. They have a Stormtrooper helmet here, which looks really, really nice. Some comics you can see here. Really nice stuff. So it looks really, really good. They have a Rancor down here. Some of their vehicles at the very, very tippy top. I'll kind of zoom in for you guys so you can see some B-Wings, some TIE Fighters, some Sideshow collectible stuff here, 6 scale, some stuff behind glass, which are more of vintage figures that are loose, but have been put aside. I mean, you can see the price of this old vintage stuff that just kind of throws back memories to stuff in the back. The old days for Kenner, so it looks really, really sweet. Some more stuff over here, as you can see, more of the collector series as they kind of pan up. I'll go to the side shelf over here. We have more Stormtroopers here, more of the Sideshow collectible stuff, and stuff again behind a nice little glass wall. A nice Imperial Guard here, looks really, really sweet. Some Rey statues. We have some Finn. We have some Stormtroopers. We have, of course, Sharut. I think his name is Sharut from Rogue One. Nice Chewie. Great Han Solo. Look at this Han Solo right here, guys. This guy looks amazing. I'll kind of pan back a little bit. Really sweet Han Solo. $244 for that one, though, but the likeness is ridiculous. See the likeness on Han there? Looks just like Harrison. Great design on that one. Some small little busts here, which look really, really good. And they have some of their bigger statues over here, which look amazing as well. Again, I apologize for the glare. It's kind of coming off their packaging. But these are more of the expensive stuff here. This is their Death Trooper Specialist on this one, $234. Sideshow collectible Rey for $219. Really, really sweet Finn. Again, great, great statue for $204. And then the Han, which we were looking at for the $244 one. This statue right here, of course, is the Han Solo from right here. So let's look around for more cool stuff. And we have some Black Series lightsabers, and of course more Black Series figures, as you see me kind of panning through. Then they have these huge 12-inch tall, old school vintage figures. Basically look like the old Kenner figures, but they're 12-inch in size. You see me kind of panning through them all here. They look amazing. They go between from what I've seen, between $85 and $100 each. I think this Luke here is $80. I'll zoom in on the price so you guys can see it, and focus. Yep, 80. 80 on that one there. So, I mean, great figures. 3 3/4 inch scale figures here for some of the newer stuff. They have a lot of their older stuff here at Tate. So I just wanted you guys to see kind of just a variety of all the Star Wars stuff. If you're into the action figure stuff or Star Wars, they have a huge, ridiculous amount of product here, guys. And for all you Star Trek fans out there, they have the great selection of the Eagle Moss ships here. They have a huge, huge selection. What I'm seeing, there's our Enterprise friend right there. This is the original Enterprise D class, which of course is Next Generation. As I go down a little further here, you can see some of the other ships they have. A great variety of different type of spacecraft from all across the Star Trek canon. Coming over here, they have some of the old stuff from Star Trek. As you can see, some book material, comics, we have pops, as well as a really cool 3-pack, which is the stuff that we were looking at on the other shelf over there, which is the more Eagle Moss stuff here. I'm kind of spin around the back so you can see it, which is the, we're looking at Enterprise C, D, and E is what's on this one. So it's a 3-pack of the C, D, and E Enterprise. So it's pretty cool. One of my favorite ships in Star Trek canon, which of course is the Defiant. And if you're collectors of plates, they have a huge collection of plates here, as you can see. Some really cool ones. They even have a nice Worf statue. Really sweet looking one. I love their collector plates, though. They always look really, really cool. And the price of these guys aren't super expensive, which you think they'd be much, much higher, and they're not. So I'm really, really happy about that. Really nice Guinan plate, but really, really sweet plates. And for all you Godzilla fans out there, take a look at that bad boy right there. Really sweet Godzilla for kaiju stuff. All old school monsters. Looks really, really nice. Figured to showcase this off to you guys. A little Voltron stuff as well. Just old school Japanese stuff. Looks really, really sweet. I mean, look at that guy there. It looks really, really cool. Just very nostalgic stuff. Go back up to Godzilla. Awesome. And I saw this, guys, which was the main chase figure of the knockout box. Tate actually has this guy. I'll kind of spin it around, but it's a bit pricey here, so I'm definitely thinking about picking this guy up, but he's very, very pricey. It's the Chung-Li for the knockout box. It was the rare piece here, but if you notice the price here, it is rather expensive. So, I mean, it looks really, really nice. This was the chase item in the GameStop knockout box. Looks really, really good, but I'm not going to pick this guy up. It's a little too expensive for my blood. I just wanted you to see what it would look like in person. So I think it looks really, really cool, but again, I'm not going to pick this guy up. And of course, they have their little pop wall, which is more of all common pops you kind of see me showcasing here. Still no Darkwing Ducks from what I've seen here, at least at Tate's location. Spin around, they actually have more of their rare figures over here. They actually do have chase figures every once in a while, but there's none right now that I currently see. But a nice little selection of pop figures, as you can see here. Not too bad, but nothing chased, nothing that I really want to get in my collection currently. You gotta love this Deadpool right here. I figured I'd take a shot at him. He's riding a little toy rocket with a big grin on his face. Not a super expensive guy here. It's $200, but I mean, you would think this would be a little cheaper, but it looks so cool. He's having such a blast. Look at the look on his face. He looks like he's having such a great time riding this little toy rocket. I thought it would be really cool showing this to you guys. He looks so cute. Some of the really, really cool DC Direct stuff and statues they have here. Really awesome stuff here. Old school classic Batman. These ones look really cool with DC Bombshells. The Catwoman and a Noir version. This is very similar to the DC Bombshells, the very small ones. These are just scaled up bigger, but I think these are the same sculpts, I believe, but I could be wrong. Great sideshow stuff here from Man of Steel. 6 scale statues. They look awesome. Big old Batman at the bottom here, but really nice stuff. And of course, we have some Nightmare Before Christmas stuff, some of the reaction figures for Nightmare Before Christmas, and some of the bigger select stuff here for Nightmare Before Christmas. That's Oogie Boogie right there. And a lot of more Disney stuff around the side here, a lot of Dorbs, a lot of Pops. I know there's a lot of collectors that just collect Disney stuff specifically, and they have a lot of stuff here. More select stuff, Alice Through the Looking Glass, even some Muppets. And of course we have some of the Pocket Pop stuff here, which are the collector cases. They look really nice as well. And we have some blind boxes, Alice Through the Looking Glass. Okay guys, and I figure I'll be wrapping up this video in the sort of manga section again. We're kind of where I started shooting here. Some of the Play Arts Kai stuff, I figured I'd showcase that off to you guys. But one thing I want to show, which is this really cool red 13 from Final Fantasy VIII. I think he looks really, really amazing. I thought it'd be really cool to take a kind of a little bit of video of this guy here. But one of the things I really want to showcase off to you is this right here. This, I'm picking up these two right here. I'll kind of swing around so you can see it here. 1 second. I'm going to pick up 2 of these. These are going to be for Rook 180. Yes! More stuff for Rook 180. This is going to go into the next round of voting. I figured I'd pick up these. These are kind of throwback to my childhood. I remember watching Robotech when I was a much younger kid. These are Harmony Gold blind box editions for Robotech. Really cool products you can get. You can get both figures and mecha. Look really, really nice. So we're going to get these guys here, put this into Rook 180 voting, and we'll be done concluding this video. Back shortly. Okay guys, the hunt for today is complete over at Tate's Comics in beautiful South Florida in Lauderhill. I definitely want to thank Tate for letting me shoot some video there. I wanted to get some different stuff in this particular video as far as showcasing some footage of the store there. I wanted to get some anime stuff, some manga stuff, some Dragon Ball Z stuff, some Godzilla footage for you kaiju fans out there. I wanted to get something different than my first video, which was more traditional mainstream stuff. I even got some Disney footage in this particular video. But one thing I was happy to pick up, and I was really, really glad about, and I mentioned at the end of the video, was these particular Robotech blind box guys here. These are adult collectibles from Robotech's Anniversary Blind Box Edition from Harmony Gold. These are more of adult collectors, and I mentioned it down here on the bottom for adult collectors. This will be going into, these guys will be going into the Rook 180 voting for the next particular Rook 180 segment. Now, I mentioned that I'm going to be having surgery this coming week. I'm going to talk more about that in a video at a later time. I'm probably going to shoot that video maybe this Wednesday. It's a special video I want to put up for you guys. With that being said, I definitely like the particular hunt I did today. I'm happy I got these guys for Rook 180. Remember to click that like button at the bottom of the page. You can always click subscribe with a big picture of my face. And you can click Windows over here to watch more of my content. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next toy hunt, and bye-bye.